Dear student, today's topic is impact of toxic chemicals on enzyme, and also in this we will also discuss the different terminology. So the introduction of the terminology will also discuss in today's lecture. Here, after discussing the impact of toxic chemicals on enzymes and different terminology, you will be able to understand the impact of toxic chemicals on enzyme and its complication or its impacts, and also you will be able to understand the different terminology used in chemical toxicology. So one by one we will go to discuss about the toxic chemicals and their effects on enzyme. So before that, we'll see here what is actually toxic or poisons. So here, once you see, the poisons are all substance is called as poison, because here there is none that is not a poison. The right dose differentiate a poison and a remedy. The meaning of this is given by Paracelsus in 1493 to 1541, who is also known as the father of toxicology. So here the toxicity or toxic chemicals is once you are discussing. So here how we will say the particular either is a chemicals or any substance is poison or not. So here as per his definition, so the poison is anything which is not we cannot say whether it is poison or not. The only things which decides their poisonous nature is dose. So if the any substance if you are take in very high concentration, so that will be also work as a poison. So here, before discussing in details about the impacts of these toxic or poisons in enzymes and the different terminology, here by this way you can see enzyme is is a typically a large protein molecules and that contain one or more active sites where the interaction with the substance takes place. The toxic chemicals generally produce their toxicity by forming complexes with the active site on the enzyme. So the active sites in enzymes is getting to be blocked by these toxic chemicals, because those are enzymes which is the catalyst plays a very important role in a biochemical reaction is get blocked, so their activity is get affected. So the modified enzymes lose their ability to function properly, which leads to the malfunction or death of the affected cell. So once if it is affected or once it is blocked by the certain kind of toxic chemicals, then that enzyme is not free to pursue their actual job or pursue their actual function inside the living beings. So that leads the death of the particular cells. So the metal commonly bind to biological compound containing oxygen and sulfur, and it could be nitrogen as well, which may inactivate certain enzyme system or affect protein structure. In addition to this, light toxic metals may compete with or replace similar metal. For example, lithium competes with the similar metal sodium. So in acute poisoning, large excess of metal ions can cause disruption of membrane and mitochondrial function and the generation of free radical. So the overall meaning of this is, because if there is any toxic metals or toxic chemicals which will compete with the essential metals which is required to the to bind with the enzymes. So if it is having the similar kind of nature of that toxic metal, so that will compete with the essential metal to bind with the enzymes. So these steps can be illustrated by taking the example of some of the heavy metals as a toxic substance. So these heavy metals are electrophile, having electrophile which is having less electrons, and they will try to get more electrons. So these are having electrophilic electron, they having less electrons, so react with the nucleophilic groups on the proteins, which is having also enzymes in the body. So these nucleophile groups are generally having thiol group, amino group, CONH, and PO4 group phosphate. So as a result of binding to these groups on proteins, the heavy metals, may compete with endogenous metal, like example calcium ions and zinc ion, which also rely on binding to these proteins by the same group. So it means there is a competition between the essential the essential ions which is required to make the specific enzymes building block, and to further, because that is also essential for the further biochemical reaction, is get disrupted with these toxic chemicals. So the actual activity of that enzymes will be affected. It means that enzymes will be no more will perform their actual reaction during the course of biochemical reaction. So here this can be understood in a simplest way, like enzymes which is having a specific like thiol group. You can see here SH. So this thiol group will compete with, like suppose there is a toxic metals or toxic heavy metals is being taken up either from food or by either in a form of mercuric oxide or some other gaseous form. So these ions will try to bind with this, so they will block the thiol group, because this enzymes will further is being blocked by this mercury. So this will not leads their proper function in the biochemical reaction. Similarly, in case of arsenic oxides, so these arsenics is also having like these hydrogens are bind with replaced by this sulfur and sulfur. So here it is replaced in this form, and these are blocked, this sulfur by this arsenic toxicant. So again these enzymes will not be free for to perform the particular kind of biochemical reaction. So by this way these toxic chemicals impacts on the enzymes activity, because after that the enzyme is will not perform their particular kind of biochemical reaction. Like in case of ATP synthesis, this is generally uh, uh, disrupts the adenosine triphosphate synthesis and phosphorylation process, because this that phosphorylation process is very essential for the during the ATP synthesis. So this is blocked by these kind of toxic chemicals. So heavy metals binding may lead to disruption of the enzyme function. Lead interferes with heme biosynthesis like hemoglobin. So if the hemoglobin synthesis is being blocked or interfered, then it the hemoglobin, less hemoglobin is the if it is less, then obviously that is having less amount of because this is having also hemoglobin is also the oxygen supplier in the cells, in the each cells of the body. So there will be oxygen deficiency can be seen in such cases. So by inhibition of like 8 amino leuculinic acid dehydrogenase, so these are the chemicals which is inhibited. So this result in a reduction in plasma ALD activity and in increase in plasma aminoleuculinic acids. So now there are different terms, as we said, different terms used in reference to toxicology. So the toxicological terms, these are generally known as. So these toxicological terms are toxic. First we can start. So here toxic is a term that relates to poisonous or deadly effects on the body by inhalation. It could be either breathing or from the air we can get from the different pollutant which can be inhaled due to the polluted environment, and by through the food in a form of food we are taking, or absorption by the cells of the body cells if you are in contact with these chemicals, or these can be different type of heavy metals, or by direct contact with in a chemicals. By this way these can be absorbed on the body cells. So these toxic are generally relates to the deadly effects of poisonous substance which is having toxic effects in the cells. So the toxicant is a toxic substance. So toxicant is represent because these are different terminology used in chemical toxicology or generally called as in toxicology. So the a toxicant is a toxic substance is anything that can produce an adverse biological effects. So as you seen in earlier discussion, because they blocks the activity of the enzymes, like in case of heavy metals, so they affects the enzyme activity, and because the enzyme is very essential for to digestion as well as to perform different function during the biochemical reaction. So it may be chemical, physical or biological in form. So as you know, there are number of chemicals like in case of cyanide, because this is highly toxic. If you see the physical toxicant, so the example is like different physical radiations, high radiation, it could be a gamma radiation, it could be UV radiation, X-ray radiations, cosmic radiations. So these are physical in nature. So these radiation also leads to various changes in the cell's activity. Or if you discuss like snake venom, snake poison, or any poison of the any of the biological system or biological things, so that is categorized in biological toxicant or biological toxic substances. So these are the various form of toxic substance you can see. So these terminology is very important once as per respect of toxicology. So if you see here toxins. So the term toxin is usually used when talking about the substance produced naturally. So a toxin is any poisonous substance of microbial, it could be a microbial like bacterial or other tiny plants or animals, vegetable or synthetic, chemical origin that reacts with specific cellular component to kill cells after growth or development or kill the organism. So toxin is a substance basically which affects or which is having certain characteristics, adverse effects or adverse characteristics feature which leads different complication once has been taken either in a form of like ingestion, as I said, either inhalation or either through the food. So it causes injury to the health of a living things on contact or absorption, because there are various routes from where these substance can be entered inside the living being. So typically by interacting with biological macromolecules such as enzymes and receptor. So the term is usually reserved for naturally produced substance that kill rapidly small quantities such as bacterial proteins that cause tetanus and botulism. So these are the disease which is being also can be caused by these toxins or these substances. The word toxic is used more loosely and often applied to non-biological manner. So in toxic waste or toxicology, so the study is also called as the study of toxic substance or toxic chemicals is known as toxicology. So these are other terms which is being generally used during the course of toxicity to discuss in detail, like toxicity. So this is like the degree of which the substance is having the toxic nature. So here you can say it describes the degree to which a substance poisons or can cause injury. So at what extent that particular kind of substance can lead say adverse effects or negative effects, or the poisonous effects on the living cells. In most cases the quantity of material related to its toxicity. So the traditional way to test toxicity is to count how many laboratory organism die or suffer impaired health effect when exposed to various concentration of substances. It means this can be quantified by taking a laboratory experiment in which we can test how many of the individuals is being affected by that particular kind of chemicals. If like out of the 100 organism or individuals, 50 individual is getting affected, then it is called ED50. It means effective dose 50. So because the 50% of the population among the out of 100 is getting to be affected. So here the toxicity is in terms of the amount of particular material that is needed to kill half the organism. If it is being able to kill the half of the organism, like out of 20, if it is 10 animal is being getting affected or being killed, then in case of if it is kill the 50% of the animal, then it will be called as lethal dose 50 or LD50. So lethal dose 50% means if like suppose you are taking the 20 of rat or mice in a laboratory, you are just experimenting with them. So in case of that, there is, if suppose 50% of that is being killed, so it will be called as lethal dose 50. Now you can see also there are dose and response, means in which respect the particular dose responds in case of the individuals. Means at a certain extent one response, if suppose any response it is having like effective dose, lethal dose. So at a particular dose means after certain amount if you will increase of the toxic chemical, so there will be a optimum level will come where that maximum optimum amount of that toxic substance will kill all the organisms. It means after a certain concentration will be very much lethal for to kill the individual. So that will be called 100% lethal dose 100%. If suppose you increase the dose and out of the 50% of the individual, there you again increase the dose in the other individual. So once you will reach, so after that means the graph will come like a parallel. It means after that particular dose, the whole of the individuals is get dead. It means lethal dose 100%. So the response means there is total 100% of the organism is being killed by that particular concentration of that dose of the chemical. So if here you see the toxicity can be generally broken down into two categories. If you just exploring the toxicity, then we can also further explore it in terms of acute toxicity and also in case of chronic toxicity. So what is the acute toxicity? Acute means very rapid development of symptoms or effects. If it is very highly toxic, it will shows their effect very instantly. So after the intake of relatively high dose of the toxicant, acute toxic refers to immediate harmful effects generated by the sufficiently large dose. Here the dose is very important. Chronic toxicity, it refers the harmful effect of long-term exposure to relatively low dose of toxicant. This would include trace of pesticide in food, air pollution, etc. So the chronic health effects are often irreversible. Irreversible means from one unidirectional. So it lead, like for example the toxicants, lead, mercury poisoning, cancer, because these are sometimes if you these chemicals also leads to the disease like cancerous cells, or they develop the cancer cells. So like arsenic and mercury has been, if you will see the literature, scientific literature, if you read the scientific research articles, so you will see these toxic chemicals is having very significant role to propagate the cancerous cell in a healthy cell. So here a single compound may generate both acute and chronic toxic effects. It depends upon the dose and duration of the exposure. As I said in earlier, we discussed about because the dose is very essential. Because if you are taking in a very small dose, like for example, if you are taking a medicine of fever, like in a simple fever. So if like one tablet, maybe it is a curable for that particular problems, but if you are taking at the same time, you increase the concentration of that dose like 10 tablet, so obviously it can leads to death, because that dose you had increased 10 times at a same instant of taking the particular medicines. So it means in a one particular chemicals can be acute as well as chronic. Chronic means for long term exposure, it will leads a very slow effect in the body. So it will be shown at a very later stage. But in case of acute, it will sometime instant death as well if it is being very high concentration. So the toxic effect as we are here, so that this refers to the health effects, because what is the effects due to any particular kind of toxic substance. So it is also known as poisonous effect on the body. These effects can be lethal, resulting in the death of the individual, or sublethal effect sometime not directly resulting in death. Sublethal means it could be like a lethal, but up to and will not lead to death of the individual. So the toxic effects can be of different types here, like as we discussed, acute effect is characterized by sudden and severe exposure, as we already discussed here, and there is many more routes for this kind of effects, and this can leads also sometime 24 hours of the individual if it is being taken up, so there could be a death of the individual. So normally a single large exposure is involved. Adverse health effects are often reversible. Examples like carbon monoxide poisoning, hemoxycarboxylene, carbo hemoglobin, it makes oxygenated hemoglobin, so this is carboxygenated. So in that case, that is very highly toxic. And there is a nature of carbon monoxide, because this is having a very high having a high electron density with respect to the oxygen. So this hemoglobin having the iron, so which is electron deficient, act as electrophile, so that very instantly react with the carbon monoxide, and that is a very highly poisonous, so that leads to the death once it is being inhaled carbon monoxide for a longer period of time. So chronic effect is characterized by prolonged or repeated exposure of a long duration. If you see the what is chronic effect, so it occurs over a long period of time, like weeks, in a week or month or years, it can seen in the individual. Chronic effects are often irreversible, like lead mercury poisoning. Local effects refers to the adverse health effect that takes place at a particular point or area, like in skin, it can be respiratory tract, eyes, etc. Absorption does not necessarily occurs. So it is having like strong acid burn, alkali burn, highly alkaline substance burn can also leads this kind of effect. Now there are different terminologies: systemic effects, synergistic effect. So systemic effect, it refers to an adverse health effect that takes place at a location distant from the body initial point of contact. Example like arsenic affect the blood, nerve system, liver, kidney and skin. Benzene affects bone marrow. It means it refers to the adverse health effect that takes place at a location distant from the body initial point of contact. Because if suppose you are taking the food and these substances like arsenic, mercury goes through the food, so from the taking of contact, because if suppose through the food you are taking, so from their contact, because it comes to the skin contact, but what is the effect? These are affecting different other organs in the blood, like blood cells, nervous system, liver, kidney and skin. Similarly, benzene, if it is being like, can be also absorbed by the body cells, so that benzene will affect your bone marrow. So these are systemic effect. Now if you see the synergistic effect, because synergistic effect means when two or more hazardous materials are present at the same time, the resulting effect can be greater than the effect predicted based on the additive effect of the individual substance. Means if you are suppose two chemicals at the same time like mercury or arsenic, if you are thinking that okay, mercury will affect this organ, and suppose one particular organ is being affected by mercury and also by the arsenic, so you will see okay, it will effects like the effects will come into existence or will be effect within 1 week. So sometime it is not additive in nature, it can instantly affects with a higher rate of that particular organ. It means the organ can be damaged more instantly compared to the additive nature. So this is also called a potentiating effect, means it is very potential effect after that. So exposure to alcohol and chlorinated solvents or smoking and asbestos. So if suppose any alcohol we are taking some smoking and all, so that can lead a very instant and more potential effects to damage the body cells. So now dose, as already we discussed, so here in more details you can see here, because this is represented the concentration. If you are talking dose, you already know, because there's any substance which can leads to the adverse effect can be decided by the dose, because dose is a very important factor. So here that can be in chemical like in milligram per kilogram or ml per liter. There are many more unit can be in case of liquid, in case of solid. So the dose is dependent upon the environmental concentration, also the properties of the toxicants, because if the properties of the toxicant is very mild, then higher dose will be required for to see their toxic nature. The frequency of exposure means how much instantly you are being affected, or the individual is being affected by that particular chemicals. So their length of exposure, how much the particular, like in case of radiations, how much the individual is coming in contact with that radiation. So the effect will be accordingly examined. So response, as we seen from earlier graph also, because this is the effect caused by the exposure is called the response, any biological effect. So typically as the dose of toxic substance goes up, increasing number of organisms die. As I said in earlier graph, once you will increase the dose, so the death rate will increase. So at a constant interval, there will be, the graph will be like a smooth graph, because after that the whole of the individual will be die. So the change from normal state could be on the molecular, cellular or organism level. That could be various level it can affect. So the local, it could be a local versus systemic, reversible versus irreversible, immediate versus delayed. It means it can show their immediate effect, or it can show very, no, after certain period of time it can show their effect. So now another terminology which is being used here is xenobiotic, is a general term that is used for a foreign substance taken into in the body. So it is derived from the Greek term xeno, which means foreigner. Hence xenobiotic is a chemical which is found or which is being comes inside the body from the outside, like bacteria, virus and many more such kind of organisms. So here if you see, there are certain references from where these all things has been taken up. So from the overall discussion today, we discuss about you know about the various effects of enzymes, their effects, major effects, and so thank you for watching the video and listening. Thank you so much.